Peter, this is Dennis Clark. I got the system back up and running, so I wanted to do your video. And as it's approaching the 9 o'clock hour here, I won't have time to do Mary Ann's, but I will get to that after early this afternoon. So much better of the hitting from you. The turn is better than it's ever been, and at this point where you are in your golf swing, your grip is pretty solid. If you were to make that the end of your backswing, I think that would be good for you, as you do here in a practice swing. So if you look at the length of your swing there, where the club, arms, and body are more coordinated, I think that that's going to help you get to the bottom of the golf ball more often. However, when you take the club back, what's always been your habit from the beginning is there it begins to lift. So you're practicing the right thing. I'm trying to get rid of that part because it causes that part. It's a very vertical sort of transition, and I'm trying to get that right elbow flattened so that you can lay the club down a little bit coming down the ball. That's steep there with the elbows flying. So you have to keep working with that head cover in is the easiest thing for you to do. There's a training aid which kind of locks your arms into your body. I don't particularly like it, but that might work too. But in any case, that's the work. At this point, the club has to be pointing at least at the ball, okay, or a point on the line of flight. I'd actually like it lower if I could get it down here, because that's going to make you more consistent. So it's nothing, it's nothing new about your swing. It is been your persistent habit from the beginning. But what you are doing is from here, you're getting the club down to the golf ball much better. Where it used to come over the top, it's actually getting a lot more inside now. And I also think at some point, once we do get this tightened up, and we'll work on in your school coming up, and flattened a little bit with your downswing motion, you want to really feel like you start to get off of that right foot, because you're going to need that. And then the more you come from the inside, the more you need to make sure you get off that right side, because you're going to hit fat shots if you don't. So we're going to eliminate that, make this another way of looking at it, I suppose, is make this triangle a lot smaller. Keep that elbow, keep this gap almost closed, which will put your hands a little lower, because this is excessive. In other words, that's just making you steep right there. See, and it flies out coming down. I've got to get it really laid off. And again, I'll offer you that look of the transition that we want to get to, which would be here, one that I use most frequently, like that. So you can see that small gap of the elbow. You can see him laying it down and coming down like that. Now maybe not that much, but because that would require a little bit more. He's outside the ball because he's a lot of what we call lag to his swing, but that is pretty much the direction that we want to go in. So I think that to cover this up, to put a head cover under your arm, I'll send you the link to the training device. Oh, by the way, and thank you for the angle link. I'll send you the link to the training device that keeps this in a little bit more. But you are coming down much more inside, and that's why you're hitting much better golf shots. Just keep working that last part of your backswing. So in other words, right up to there, it's really tight. It's really good. And you can see the club here pointed pretty much where we want it. At that point, then it has to flatten and not steepen, and that's going the other way. If you watch his, it gets here, and then it lays down to there. Here, and then lays down to there. Just keep looking at that. The elbow goes really tight in. You could keep working on that as much as possible. Whatever feels to you like you have to do that, that's where we want to get you. And then down through the ball, you can make your motion through it like he's doing here to turn through. Roll the weight to the inside of that right foot and get going. And you're all set. Now, as far as Marianne's video, I'm going to have to get to it. I'll probably get to it around early afternoon, 1 or 2 p.m. Okay? And look forward to seeing you guys at school. Thanks again for the ankle link, Peter.